Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my video. So today we're taking a look at the Fury Warrior in PvP, and in this quick guide we're going to be taking a look at things like PvP build for your Fury Warrior, best stats, enchants, rotation, and then of course Azerite traits. Now one question I do see a lot of regarding warriors in PvP is which spec should you be playing? You know, is it going to be arms or is it going to be fury? And the answer is it all depends on the type of playstyle that you like. So arms warrior is a little bit slower, but it does bring like a mortal strike effect, which reduces healing by 25%, and it does also does have a defensive stance, which reduces damage taken as well. Fury Warrior on the other hand is really fast paced, does a lot of damage, it has no more strike effect, and it also doesn't have defensive stance. So it's kind of like a YOLO spec basically. It's still really strong. So let's take a look at the talents that I'm running on my Fury Warrior, and this is pretty much the build that I've been using, that I've had a lot of success with, guys, in the 2s bracket. And for 2s, I always like to run with a healer, you know, mostly with a Mistweaver or a Resto Druid. But for the most part, I run with any healer as long as they are good and know their class. Now, for stats for your Fury Warrior, it's going to be pretty much you want to go with a balanced build, which is like, you know, a little bit of haste, mastery, and then lastly crit. So for haste, you definitely want to be around about 23, maybe 24% haste, and mastery probably about the same. Like if you look at my character here, haste and mastery are really close. I don't really focus too much on crit because, well, right now, as far as crit in arenas or PvP in general, it's actually nerfed, so it's not really worth stacking unless maybe you have an Azerite trait that gives you like a crit buff. But other than that, haste and mastery are the two stats that I focus on, and then of course your main stat is strength. So basically any gear that gives you a lot of strength, you know, whether it's trinkets, you know, basically your gear in general, you want to focus on that too. Now as far as enchants go, I have looked up some of the top warriors, and they all really differ, guys. Like it depends on your playstyle once again. You can go with, you know, all stat enchants, or you can go with like all mastery enchants. I've even seen some warriors go with like versatility enchants. As far as enchants for your weapon, right now I am going with the double mastery enchant, and the reason I like this so much is because pretty much increases your damage. Like if you take a look at the mastery for Fury Warrior is whenever you are enraged, it increases your damage done. And with the double mastery enchants on my weapon, I noticed that they quickly stack up, so I'm getting maximum mastery for my Fury Warrior. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at the Fury Warrior rotation, and this is why I like this spec so much, guys, because it's so easy to learn, and Fury Warrior is a 3-button spec if you really think about it. So the way I open up is I charge my target followed by Recklessness, then you're going to use Bloodthirst so that hopefully you get enraged, followed up with 2 Raging Blows, and then once you have enough Fury, then you're going to use Rampage, and then you can follow it up with maybe like a Dragon Roar or a Blade Storm. And that's basically it, guys. Rinse and repeat. Bloodthirst, Raging Blow. Once you have enough Fury, use it on Rampage, and that's pretty much it. There's really not much to Fury, but incredibly you still do a lot of damage even though this class is pretty straightforward. Alright guys, lastly we're going to be taking a look at the Azerite traits. And as you guys know, Azerite traits are really important in this expansion. If you have really strong Azerite traits, you're going to push rating pretty easily. You're going to have a lot of fun, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. However, on the opposite side, if you have bad Azerite traits, then it's going to be pretty hard to do damage, guys. That's how important they are. So I wanted to show you how I have built my Fury Warrior. You can go different directions, but I have gone with triple stacking, pulverizing blows. So basically I have 3 of these, one for my helm, and then of course my shoulders, and then my chest. So the way this works is that anytime that I use Raging Blow, it actually buffs my Rampage, and it stacks up to 5 times. So if I were to use Raging Blow 5 times, that means that my Rampage is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm talking about, you know, taking someone from 100% to about 50, 45%. That's how powerful it is. But, you know, like I said, this is my build. I've seen other players, you know, triple stacking things like Reckless Flurry, which basically buffs your auto attacks, and also reduces the cooldown of Recklessness. There's so many different things that you can do this expansion, guys. It's very customizable. Once again, it just comes down to your playstyle. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative, and if you did, make sure you like, subscribe, share. I definitely will appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions whatsoever about today's video, make sure you leave them in the comments below and I'll check them out. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.